1, 2, 3, and I'm back! And this is an official audio. The last audio I did was a pre-record, so this is me coming back here in 2025 in February. I completely missed all of January. I'm very sorry about that. So much happened within my usual of not posting during December because Christmas and the holidays are just such a big time for me. But right after that, I got a massive slap in the face of just constant depressive episodes, family issues, medical issues. A lot was just happening and I truly did not know how to handle it or pick myself up into getting back into the swing of things. But things have finally settled down. Everything is getting back into its regular scheduled program, which is my life. So now I feel more comfortable coming back. And as you've noticed from the title, that I feel is time to share. I can't keep this secret any longer, you guys. For so long, I've been denying who I really am.
I can deny it no longer!
And that's a furry.
Surprise!
Yep, that's right. It's official. I am a furry, or if you want to get extra technical, a scaly, since I mainly lean to more water-based animals. But yeah, I'm a furry, or well, beginner furry. Not super sure how all of this works or the etiquette, but I have a few people helping me out, which is really nice. And to be honest, I'm surprised it's taking me till my late 20s to realize it. Well, maybe not. I didn't find out I was asexual till I was in college, and someone told me, which is weirdly how I found out I was a scaly. Anyway, in hindsight, I should have seen it coming. I mean, boy, when Hellboy came out and Abe Sapien hit the screen, whew, let's just say he was my first real crush, which should honestly have been my first real clue, though I've kind of always leaned more to fantasy-based monsters. A lot of characters that I've had squishes on are more monster-based, which probably should have been a dead giveaway. I mean, I adore mermaids. I always have. I wanted to be one so bad as a kid. I even have books and lore on mermaids. And boy, did I learn quick they are not as nice as Disney made them out to be. But yeah, growing up, there were probably signs. However, talking about that stuff during the development age was cringe in middle school. And I already had a hard time fitting in. I mean, you would too if you were a scene kid in Texas. So yeah, I kind of just ignored the furry community or the thought I might be one, since again, I was in middle school when I learned about it, and what I learned was probably not the best thing to hear at the time. A lot of misinformation and a lot of hatred for the community really scared me at the time, so I never really looked into it, and I really regret it because looking back at a lot of people's Lion King phase, I feel like I really missed out. Also, but I feel like I should point out that liking the bunny from Space Jam or thinking any anthro character is cool doesn't 100% make you a furry. I mean, I'm talking about this like it's a huge deal when it's pretty much a hobby or a specific niche. I mean, the main gist is they make fan art, sonas, and cosplay / wear fursuits, which is basically what everyone else who likes anime or art does, just without the anthropomorphic animal aspect of it. But yeah, it's just a specific side of fandom culture, and honestly, it's pretty fun and has actually helped me in my art journey. I probably wouldn't have been able to draw bug or sea themed creatures as well as I do without the furry community's help. But yeah, if you want to learn how to do more anthropomorphic characters or animals in general, I do highly recommend checking out the community. Though I do want to put a soft warning. Do be careful about what you type or look up. The internet is the internet and you will see something that you did not want to see, but you just have to learn to ignore it and keep going. Trust me, I've learned to kind of block certain things out and it's worked very well. Anyway, the point of all this was I'll be weaning myself off of has-been and hell of a boss stuff, and what that means is I will no longer be laser focused on those two specific projects. I have a few redesigns that I will be doing, so those will be the final redesigns. I will continue doing the overhaul that will continue on. However, my Sona no longer feels authentic to me anymore, and I feel that it's time for a change and a new version of myself. So let's meet that version. So yeah, I went in a completely different direction. While I know I'm more of a water-based animal type, I thought I'd try and make a mammal fursona first, mainly so I could test some stuff out, and because I'm still trying to create my seasona, and it's crazy hard because I want to be more fantasy-based than just an existing creature. So fursona for now, and the animal I picked that best represents myself is a ferret. Yep, Danger Noodle is my inner animal. But in all seriousness, picking a ferret was a happy accident since I was gonna just do a dog since that made sense. I work with dogs and have a hyperfixation on them, and my family buys me dog themed stuff all the time because of it. But, and this might sound weird, but I'm not exactly a dog personality type. My partner's pointed it out many times. He says I'm clearly a cat personality type and that I just hide it well, or I'm the equivalent to a cat that's grown up with dogs, which sounds pretty accurate to me. So yeah, making my fursona a dog didn't feel quite right, and while I love cats and have a more cat-like personality type, I didn't think they 100% matched my personality. And it wasn't until me and my mom went to a specialty pet store and I booked it to the ferret area did it hit me like Truck Coon about to copy and paste me somewhere else. A ferret was the perfect animal to represent me. They're silly, chaotic, sweet, and mean, weirdly loyal, and love salmon oil as much as I do. Plus, weirdly enough, they do kind of look like what I'd think if a cat and a rat had a baby, but to be safe, my fursona is a ferret/cat hybrid, aka my fur pattern is calico for my favorite fur pattern in cats. And also, cause I dyed my hair calico style. See? Also, my hair is kind of messy right now, and I had to cut it, so my fursona's hair is shorter due to this. Anyway, for the design, I did my best to stick to the pattern of a ferret, aka their dark fur around their eyes, and darker pattern on their back and tail and arms. But since I went calico with my colors, I lightened the patch around my eyes and did more of an ombre style for the arms and legs. As for the tail, I just did what I wanted. Plus, ferrets do have different fur patterns and come in a few variety of colors, so I wasn't too worried about being slightly inaccurate. Plus, I mean, fursonas don't have to be exactly accurate to the animal you're using/referencing. I mean, there's hybrid sonas and neon checker pattern fursonas. It's pretty much a free-for-all. I just prefer a more realistic fantasy approach. And what I mean by that is, yes, it's fantasy, but there's a little bit more realism added to it. With just a little bit more realism, that's just how I prefer it. Cause I mean, ferret eyes don't even look like this, but I didn't want to have just solid black eyes, so yeah, I gave myself colored eyes, though I should probably point the irises like a cat's. Next time. Also, and this is more for me, so ignore me if you want, but I'm gonna try harder to draw my actual body type, as drawing mainly has been and hell of a boss has really warped how I draw myself. And yeah, I'm a full figured woman, but I'm not like crazy snatched at the waist. Like, I'm still an hourglass, but more sand fits through me. So yeah, for the design/myself, I drew the body closer to mine, aka my chest has weight to it and doesn't defy gravity. My arms are thicker and my hips are roughly this size. I have a lot of junk in the trunk, you guys. I blame genetics. As for the outfit, instead of drawing clothes I don't actually have, I figured I'd draw my main character outfit that I do actually own. So yes, I do have this actual outfit, though I did take some creative liberties. My overtop isn't just plain dark gray, but has skulls and emoji board stuff on it, but that's a lot of work to draw a print. Plus, it doesn't match my red and black theming, which, side note, I chose red for my partner since it's his favorite color, while mine is blue. So he is wearing more blue nowadays. I'm wearing more red because of it's a weird flux. It makes no sense, but it's us. Anyway, my crop top isn't red or says socks on it, but I did manage to find something similar online and it should be on its way. But yeah, I'm a sucker for a tight crop top. And the pants, so technically they're not as baggy or red stitched, though I mean technically I could dye the thread red, but will I? I don't know. I mean, I bought the pants originally to be my crust pants, which is a punk fashion style. It's not a trend. A lot of work and time goes into these pants. Basically, when you've worn your pants down or have holes, you use a patch of fabric to cover it up, but you hand stitch it yourself, and usually the fabric is painted with your fave band or art. Also, you can buy pre-made patches or trade patches at shows and work from there. I personally like to make my own. I have a box with pre-made patches for when my pants start falling apart, but I did add patches to my fursona's pants just cuz, and mainly so I can get a good idea where some patches will go in the future. But yeah, that's about it, other than an off-topic note about how I'm glad I picked a ferret since the way they walk makes it look like they're on their tippy toes, and I have the tendency to walk around my house on my tippy toes. Oh, and that the pink coloring on the toes and fingers helped in my continuing need to draw all my sonas with different colored fingers and toes due to the fun fact that when I was born, my fingers were very white, to the point my mom thought they were gonna fall off. It's a story that's constantly brought up within the family. It's kind of like an inside joke that I am sharing, so if you don't get it, you don't get it, but that's perfectly fine. Anyway, I am very happy with the design, and I can't wait to make my sea sona and show you guys what it looks like, because I think it's coming along nicely, but I need verification that it looks good. Though, again, this design will be my main mascot for the channel, so don't be shocked if you see her/me around more often. And as you can see in the background of the sketch, I've made new emojis as well. So anyone who's a member can now look forward to this. I gotta sneeze. So anyone who's a member can now look forward to that. Also, huge thanks to 4'10" for the super on my last video, and you are now on the super board. There you go. I found this cork board at my mom's and thought it'd be fun to put all the supers on it, so at the end of the year, I can do a big shout out. Also, thank you to all my members who stuck around during my hiatus/mental breakdown. I super duper appreciate it. Thank you so much. And also, I want to say hello to the new members, aka Nuggy, Fallen Theater, Faye. Thank you guys so much for joining and sticking around. Next video will be the long-awaited Techno redesign video. Yay! Finally, right? So look forward to that. I'm super excited to talk about her and the things that the reboot has done. It's a lot. There's a lot of feelings. Anyway, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. And for those of you who also want to support the channel, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting the actual pictures of the things that I draw here now that I remember. And so you'll get a better look at it and interact with me more, because I'm weirdly more active on Instagram nowadays. So if you really need to talk to me there. Anyway, and if possible, become a member. It really helps out the channel and me. I hope you all have a super fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!